These YouTubers are ruining boxing. They need to stay out of the ring. The Jake Paul-Mike Tyson fight proves we live in a world where fame outshines talent, where clout beats discipline, and where the most absurd boxing match of all time becomes the biggest spectacle in sports. This fight has just redefined everything we value as a society. Jake Paul, an influencer who rose to fame by stirring controversy and chasing clout, has managed to climb into the boxing ring, but not through the usual path of great in training, but rather by leveraging his massive online following and his ability to ignite outrage. In contrast, boxing legend Mike Tyson, once a force of nature feared around the globe, has returned to the ring 3 decades past his prime for one final fight. Therefore, the question isn't just about who won, but really what this fight says about society as a whole. You see, 50 years ago, this matchup would have been laughable. But today, influencer culture has turned boxing into a flashy spectacle where money matters more than merit. Jake Paul, who once played the villain on YouTube, has transitioned into playing the same role in the boxing world. He's fought retired athletes, older opponents, and non-boxers, therefore drawing criticism from purists who see this rise as a mockery of the sport. Yet, Paul thrives on this criticism. It's the fuel that keeps his clout engine running. When Paul faced Tommy Fury, a professional boxer, his overconfidence caught up with him. But rather than admit defeat, Paul doubled down. He needed a new, audacious challenge to regain the spotlight. Therefore, he set his sights on Mike Tyson, a man who once ruled the boxing world with terrifying power. Mike Tyson, now nearing 60, is no longer the ferocious fighter he once was, but he remains in incredible shape for his age, impressing even his lifelong friends. Therefore, when Jake issued the challenge, Tyson reluctantly agreed, despite health concerns and the 2-decade gap since his last professional fight. The world watched in shock as this improbable matchup took shape. The fight itself became a battleground for public opinion. On one side, Tyson representing hard-earned talent and legendary grit. On the other side, Paul, a symbol of influencer culture's brashness and opportunism. But beneath the surface, this clash was about more than just boxing. It was a reflection of how society rewards showmanship over substance. To the fight, critics voiced concerns about Tyson's health and the integrity of boxing. Promoters called it a disgrace, warning that if Tyson got hurt, it would forever tarnish the sport's reputation. But Jake, undeterred, leaned into his over-the-top persona, declaring himself a future world champion. His bravado masked his insecurities, therefore making his challenge seem more desperate than daring. On fight night, the world tuned in, not for the love of the sport, but for the drama. As the two fighters entered the ring, the atmosphere was electric. Tyson, slower but still powerful, landed several solid blows, but Paul, younger and faster, used his agility to stay in the fight. Round after round, it became clear this wasn't just a spectacle. It was a battle of ideologies. Therefore, the fight ended with no clear winner in the ring, but its impact outside of the ring was undeniable. Tyson, though battered, reminded the world of the heart it takes to step into the ring. Paul, meanwhile, proved that clout can rewrite the rules for better or worse. The match itself was divisive, but the undercard fights, a showcase of raw talent and determination, stole the show. Therefore, boxing purists found hope in the hunger and skill of these overlooked athletes. The Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson fight wasn't just about boxing. It was a statement about where we are as a society. Fame overpowers merit, drama outshines dedication, and the lines between sports and entertainment blur more each day. But if you look closely, there's still a glimmer of hope in the underdog stories that reminds us of what truly matters. Therefore, the real fight isn't in the ring, it's for the soul of the sport and beyond. Because in a world obsessed with clout, the real champions are those who fight for something more.